I can use the rest.
Helen and Scott Nearing quit city life and moved to Vermont during the Great Depression in 1932. Like generations of Americans before them, their plan was to homestead, to grow their own food, gather the necessary fuel, provide their own shelter. Unlike so many others, theirs is a success story.
Internationalists, socialists, decentralists, naturalists, Helen and Scott Nearing have been an inspiration to thousands and thousands of people around the planet. We welcome the Nearings.
Now for some practical details.
Scott was well known as a brilliant orator and outspoken social critic as early as 1915, when his dismissal from the economics faculty of the University of Pennsylvania caused a storm of protest.
And still has
His offense? He had repeatedly attacked big business for hiring children as factory workers.
To begin by...
For 60 years, the Nearings have consistently condemned all forms of exploitation and urged those who would listen to return to fundamental economic principles.
I want to say in a little detail, pay as you go.
At the height of the First World War, Scott published a pamphlet denouncing corporate interests as the underlying cause. Though he was acquitted of treason, he has been blacklisted ever since by the teaching profession. Helen is 20 years younger and a lifelong vegetarian. She was trained as a concert violinist and had none of the practical skills that Scott had learned as a child. Together, they turned their backs on the market economy and resolved to be self-subsistent.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I prefer to have nothing to do with the credit economy. We don't owe anybody a nickel. We don't borrow any money. We don't pay any interest. And we prefer to pay as we go and wish the bankers would find useful occupations for themselves and let the economy alone.